So today we have with us Tejaswini Bahurupi. Tejaswini joined us for CAT 2020 coaching. She secured 89 percentile in her CAT and converted almost all the colleges which you got, Tejaswini.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
she converted Nirma University, then SCIT through Symbiosis, then Great Lakes, Chennai, and GIM Goa. We were asking her to go to Great Lakes, but then, yeah, she has done good for her by going to GIM Goa. She is right now placed with JPMC. 6 months later, she'll be joining her company. Now she has got the PPO actually from JPMC, which is a very big deal. She has done MBA in Business Analytics.
Big data analytics.
Big Data Analytics. Okay, nice. So yeah, Tejaswini, how is your college experience now?
College experience is going great actually. It is really hectic as MBA colleges are usually. So many times it happens that the college starts from 9 in the morning and then we have classes till 9:45, 10 in the evening.
Nice.
I actually just finished my class and I'm attending the session right now.
Okay,
So,
okay.
and then we have these assignments and submissions going on. But along with that, it is a very lively campus. So there are some more other events coming and there is some more other fun activities going on around. It is amazing. And basically, Goa, GIM being on a hill in Goa, it is an altogether a different experience. It is like the campus is beautiful. It is said to be God's own campus. So the campus is beautiful and it feels like a hill station all time. So you see beautiful sunrises, beautiful sunsets, beautiful evenings. Even the moon today was pretty beautiful. It was like a blood moon today, and it was like awesome to see.
Yeah. I mean, it is in that part of Goa which generally people don't visit.
Yes, which generally people don't visit, and it is away from beaches. It is on mountains, way away from beaches. So if we want to go to the nearest beach, we have to travel around 1.5 kilometers. Sorry, 1.5 hour. We have to travel for around
Okay,
1.5 hour.
okay. Nice. So yeah, I mean, you chose big data analytics. What was the reason behind that?
So basically, my reason behind choosing big data analytics was I was a computer engineering student, and I actually wanted to do something in my field so that my 4 years of engineering are fruitful, and I do something specialized in the same branch. And the reason I did not decide to go with M.Tech, which is a specialization for engineers, is that it would have become too technical for me. So I wanted something that was amalgamation of management and computer science or big data analytics. So this was the best thing I was getting, and GIM was ranked second at that time in big data analytics course when I took. Now it is ranking first, but according to Analytics India magazine, GIM was ranking second at that time. So I decided to go with big data analytics.
Okay, nice. Now coming to the main part, now many students are worried about the CAT exam. It is about 20 days away, 18 days away now. So yeah, how was your exam day experience? First, tell us that.
My exam day experience was we had 3 slots as I remember, and of which I had got a second slot. So I just woke up in the morning and just brushed up the concepts I wanted to. I had made a paper, uh, just a formula, especially for font, uh, so that I would be able to remember that at that time. I just went through it, stayed pretty calm because it is one of the most important factors when you go to give any exam to stay
Yeah,
calm and composed.
correct.
So it was just that no preparations on that day. Just went there, gave the exam peacefully, and whatever the results were,
They were
like we
good. They
had,
were good
yeah,
because we have trained together, and if I'm not wrong, you were not that good in quant, but then you overcame that and you scored 89%, and which was a very good achievement. And then you converted all the calls that you had,
yes,
which
sir.
is the story for later. Once let us finish the CAT exam, and then we'll mentor these guys for the VAT PI.
Sure,
But
sure.
yeah, so how many mocks did you write before the exam?
Uh, Sir, I don't remember exact number, but all the mocks that you had given me, I had given all the mocks.
So we used to
basically.
provide 25 marks there. So yeah,
Yeah.
again, a very good learning. She was a student. She was in her final year of her graduation. She must have had many events going on in college. College का project भी रहता है. Still she wrote 20-25 marks. है ना? So that is
Yes,
the
sir.
necessity. है ना? उतने marks देना पड़ेगा. 25 marks देना पड़ेगा. तो एक idea आएगा कि exam में कैसे tackle. So any final strategy you had after writing so many marks? Or what was your strategy overall?
Basically, after giving so many mocks, we get a clear idea about what topics are we strong, what topics are moderate for us, and what topics we are not good at. So, final strategy, what we can do is just figure out which are the concepts that we are really good at, and make those concepts so strong that any question that comes in the exam, we are able to solve that. So we should be pretty sure about those concepts that any question comes in exam for from that topic, we should be able to solve that. And apart from that, what we can do is the topic that we are moderate at. So make sure that you practice enough questions that in case like 95% times you are able to solve that question, because that is the thing that will just save your boat. You do not have to solve a lot of questions in cat, but you need to make sure that the questions you solve it accurately, because cat would be having negative marking.
Correct.
So you can lose a lot of marks in negative marking. So even if you are solving less number of questions, that's the completely fine. I actually made it sure that the questions that I solve, I am pretty sure about it, and I'm quite accurate. I'm pretty sure about it, so that I do not lose my marks in negative marking. So that was the strategy that I applied on the cat day also. So if I'm not sure that whether the answer would be right or wrong, then I would keep it at last कि तुक्का मारना है कि नहीं.
Hmm. I mean, can you elaborate it section wise? What was your strategy for VA section, then LRDI section? Was there anything specific or ऐसे ही कैसे था?
For DILR, section, basically, what my strategy was, I just quickly went through all the questions, all the questions that, all the sets that were given, and I tried to figure out two sets that I was comfortable in solving. Because for DILR, two sets are like a good enough number.
Correct.
So, like at my time, it was a good enough number. So
Correct.
I made sure that I solved at least two sets of DILR, and post that if some time is left, then I can go to the third set, which I had marked like not sure about it. So after solving these two sets, and if I get time, I'll solve the third set. So that was my strategy for DILR. And for font, the strategy was making sure the topics I was clear at. So if the questions I get from that topic, I was and the timing was important. See, what I did was I just went through the questions, and the questions that I found that I would be able to solve quickly, I just solved it at that time. And if I'm getting the solution in a minute or so, I'm finding it, and I'm solving it. But in case I'm not able to solve that, I'll just in a minute, literally in a minute, I'll just skip to the next question.
Yeah, so it is important that how will you leave the question as
well. Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. And for the VA section, we skip that part. For the VA section, anything specific?
For VA section, sir, my strong point was reading comprehension, RC. I was not good at numbering the sentences question. So I kept that part for the last. I just made sure that I solved RC in a good way, so that I scored pretty well in VRC. Okay,
nice. And as we know that your weaker section was quad. How did you tackle that? How did you tackle that? Or if you were a student now, what would you have done in last 20 days for that weaker section?
So as I discussed earlier, I actually segregated the sections in three parts: the strong, the moderate one, and the weak one. My best score was in font, that was around, it was 90 plus. I don't remember exactly, but it was 90 plus percentile in font. So basically, focusing on the strong section to make sure that any question comes from that section, I should be able to solve that. So that was my major focus in font. I had selected particular topics that I wanted to clear any question asked, and then I focused on the questions topics that were moderate for me, so that I am able to solve a good amount of questions in that section.
Okay.
And leaving
Right.
questions is also a good strategy. So if I know I'm not good at this question, or I'm not good at this particular type of topic, so leaving them quickly is a really good strategy, because it saves our time. We do not
Correct.
invest a lot
Correct.
of time in that. So
Correct.
leaving is also good. Which question we should know, which question we have to leave, because that will help us give some that will help us manage our time basically. Mm.
Correct. Correct. Nice. And as we can learn from your experience as well, it is not necessary to solve the complete paper. And
Yes, sir.
if you solve a decent amount of questions with good accuracy, you can still score 90%. And
Yes, sir.
we have a live example with us. So yeah, in last phase, last 3 weeks, how did you tackle? I mean, first thing I want to clear that during your CAT exam, were you going through your college exams as well, or it was a free period?
No, no, no. Basically, during my CAT exam, I was going through multiple things. I had my college exam going on. I
Mhm.
had my project submission. I was interning at a company at that time, so I
Correct.
had that internship thing going on. And apart from that, I was working on a research paper at that time. So during my
Oh my
CAT
God.
exam, all these three things were going on parallelly. So I had to manage it with all these three things. So parallelly, four things were going on for me.
Yeah, I mean, so she had the internship, she had the research paper, and she had her college exams. Still, she wrote 25 mock tests. So there is no excuse for that. All of us have 24 hours. We can also make maximum out of it. So yeah, I mean, many students are facing the same issues. They have their college exam and then submissions and all going on. What should they do in this period or of last 3 weeks or 20 days?
I think making a timetable would be the best thing, because we know when our exams are going to be. We know how our submissions, because if in we are in that particular college since 3 to 4 years. So we by now we know how the cycle of the college goes. So making
Correct.
a timetable according to that will be really helpful. So
Hmm.
basically, we should now it is these times are really tough because there are multiple things going on. So we
Hmm.
need to allot slots for all the things. So if I'm going to give a particular 3 to 4 hours for college submissions or college exams, and I'll be giving 2 to 3 hours for CAT preparations. By now, I guess most of the topics would have been covered. And basically, the thing is that we need to just brush up our concepts and work on the questions as much as possible. Because more number of questions, and we will be solving, more idea we will be getting for that particular section. And apart from that, the thing is making sure that we make minimum mistakes. So in if there are particular questions we are making repetitive mistake, we need to make sure that these mistakes do not happen again.
Okay.
So that is the thing we need to focus on in the last 3 weeks, and making the timetable would be the best possible option, I guess.
Yeah. Also, one thing is, as you told me that you divided each section into three parts: strong, moderate, and uh,
Week.
weak section. And then, what did you do about those weak topics? Did you even look at it even once in these 20 days, or you just left it completely?
I made sure that I am pretty clear with the strong and weak topic. Strong and moderate topics. And then, if in case we get time to look at the weak topics, then from that weak topics, try to figure out which is the topic you can pick up.
Hmm.
If there are certain topics like for me, geometry was not my I was not that good in geometry. So I took the topic that was apart from geometry, because at the end, if you take a topic that you are not really good at, then it is
Hmm.
going to confuse you and you will lose your confidence, and losing confidence at this stage is not really good. You need to
Yeah.
be pretty confident about what things you are doing.
Hmm. Now, also that other issue many students are facing is that their mock scores are fluctuating. So sometimes they are scoring 90, 95 percentile, and immediately their score drops to 80 percentile or 85 percentile. So this thing must have happened with you as well. So
Yes.
how does it, I mean, does it affect your morale? Or if it does, then how to tackle with that?
Basically, it does affect in initial phase. It does affect our morale because it makes us unclear, like at what stage we are standing.
Mhm.
So the best thing for this we can do is that just try to figure out where we are lacking in the papers that we scored 80 or 85 percentile. So if
Mhm.
we have and try to identify the mistakes that we did, because if
Mhm.
we are scoring 90 to 95 percentile, then we are at a good level and we have that caliber. So we just need to figure it out that what are the mistakes that we are making so that we are scoring 80 85 percentile. And in case we get those mistakes, try not to make those mistakes in the next paper. Be conscious about that. That will help you build up your score, and slowly and steadily your morale will boost. That's for sure.
Okay. So that is not something which should be they should be worried about,
No, no, no.
because
Hmm.
it is something that has happened because of a bad day. है ना? And that bad day can come anytime. It is not something that will decide your future. Just make sure that you keep on the efforts that you are putting in. Any suggestion would you like to give to our students, which we might not have covered, something extra which you want to
Yeah,
give them?
actually, the thing you brought about the bad day is pretty true
Hmm.
because not all days are your good days. For me, cat was my bad day because I marked four questions wrong. I had actually solved them correct and I marked
Yeah.
them wrong. So
Four
this,
marks, four questions. If we consider negative, it would be 16
I would have
marks.
scored. Yeah, I would have scored around 95 percentile at that time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
because I scored less, because I marked them incorrect, I came down to 89 percentile. But that does not mean that your world stops there.
yeah, yeah.
Post that I gave multiple exams. I gave CMAT in which I scored around 97, 98 percentile. So
Hmm.
these are the exams which multiple colleges take consider. So
Yeah,
if you are not if you are not targeting IIM, then there are various other good colleges that can be really helpful. So I am at GIM, but my package right now is way more than many people who are in IIM.
correct. Yeah, that is what we try to tell our students. There is life beyond IIMs,
Yeah,
and you can
exactly. There
still
is.
make a career out of it. And getting a good percentile or even bad percentile does not stop your career over there. And there are multiple exams which you should target, and that strategy will take you to a good college. And if you're good, then you will crack at least one of the exam. That is, we try to tell the students. So now, students, if you have any question, you can ask her. She has given us the time, and if you have anything, any query, you can ask her. She has been through the same phase 2 years ago, which you are going through now. So anything related to the topic or your morale, anything, you can ask her. Anyone? No? Okay, then thank you so much, Tejaswini. It has been really wonderful, and you are the perfect example of the student who has made it big without getting into an IIM. And
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
yeah,
I
yeah,
had a question actually.
yeah. Simran, tell me.
First of all, thank you, ma'am. And ma'am, actually, as you told that you gave GMAT examination, I wanted to ask, ma'am, like, what's the most important strategy? Like if you are making phones, like, what's the most important strategy that we can use in GMAT?
She is asking for the most important strategy in CMAT.
CMAT is pretty easy exam. It is way easier than CAT, I guess. So you do not have to make really good strategy for CMAT. It's like if you are doing good, if you are clear with basic concepts, then you can easily clear out CMAT.
Yeah.
CMAT is
Also the
way. Hmm.
Also the CMAT exam which Tejaswini gave was different, and now the pattern has changed a bit. So now we have 20 questions on innovation and entrepreneurship in CMAT. So which that paper pattern Tejaswini has not given, but then other sections were there. Yeah.
So the other sections that are similar to CAT are way easier than CAT. And if you are scoring 80 to 85 percentile in CAT, then it is pretty sure that you can easily clear 95 to 96 percentile in CMAT.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Anyone else? Okay. Thank you so much, Tejaswini. It has been really wonderful. We will connect again once their VAT-PA training starts, so that you give, I mean, she is the example. She has converted each and every college or each and every call she received. So she is someone to learn from. And definitely she, out of her hectic schedule, as she told us that she is busy for 12 hours a day. So if possible, she'll guide us again. But it is something that the information which you gave about the CAT exam and the preparation and the last phase which is going on, it was quite insightful, and many students might have gained a lot from it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.